All right. Hi there. Can you please tell us who you are and what you do here?
Sure. I am Staff Sergeant of the United States Army in the Morristown Recruiting Center. I have been in the Army for almost 13 years. My primary MOS is a 6-8 PAPA, which is a radiology tech. And right now I am serving as a recruiter.
Awesome. All right, let's start off some questions. How long is an initial enlistment?
So an initial enlistment depends on what you choose. There's active and there's reserves. The active time, the average contract, initial contract goes between 2 to 4 years. In the reserves, it's an 8-year contract. However, it's 6 active and then 2 inactive. Reserve.
All right. What are some of the enlistment incentives?
We have many. So some of the incentives that we offer, there's different kinds of bonuses. There's different kinds of schools such as Airborne, Ranger, Special Forces. Of course, those all have certain qualifications that you must meet to get these incentives, but we do have plenty of them.
Alrighty. What is the minimum score on the ASVAB to qualify for the United States Army?
The minimum score for the ASVAB is 31. It's not the same grading system as in school where it's like 90 to 100 A, 80 to 90 B. It's based on a percentile of the average American. So the minimum is 31, and you have to have the line scores as well.
Alright. Does the Army have any physical pre-requirements?
So yes. So to join the Army, you must meet the height and weight requirements. You cannot be overweight or already over your body fat index, and you cannot be underweight. We do have some people that are underweight. So yeah, there's those. You can't have any major medical issues. Asthma after the age of 13 is a disqualifier. Diabetes is a disqualifier. And if you've been on any type of medication, you have to be off it for at least 2 years. So there's quite a few.
Alrighty. And here's the final question.
Sure.
Are all of the jobs in the Army related to combat?
So all the jobs in the Army, well, there's 2 different types of jobs in the Army. There's combat and there's combat support, okay? So me being a 6-8 PAPA, I am combat support. Out of the 154 jobs that we have, there's only 13 that are actually combat. So again, it's all just depending on what you want to do and where you want to go with it.
Alright, and do you have any special comments that you would like to say to the audience?
Come see us.
Thank you. Alright, please tell us something about yourself and what you do here.
So First Class Basket, I'm the center leader for recruiting operations in Morris County. I've been in the United States Army for 15 years. Prior to recruiting, I was a 13 Bravo for the majority of my 15-plus year career. I've jumped out of planes most of my time serving. Been at Fort Bragg, North Carolina with the 82nd Airborne Division, along with the 173rd Airborne in Germany.
Alright, let us start off with some questions. First question. What is MEPS?
MEPS. MEPS is a location I think a lot of new individuals fear a little bit. It's where the process really begins for the new recruits. It's a facility where you're going to be looked at by doctors to ensure you meet all the medical qualifications, physically and mentally. They're going to ensure that the paperwork is done correctly, and if everything is correct, you will be enlisting in the United States Army.
Alright. Second question. What sort of benefits does the Army give?
Benefits. So me being from Florham Park, I get told all the time, why did I join the Army? Well, I joined the Army to better myself. And by joining the Army, it comes with a lot of benefits. Like a lot of money to go to school. So I get $64,000+, which is part of the GI Bill to get my college education, along with $4,500 in tuition assistance every single year while I'm in the United States Army. On top of that, all my military training that I do comes with college credit. And you get health insurance, dental insurance, you get a place to live. The Army covers all the food expenses as a newcomer coming into the United States Army. So again, the Army comes with a lot of benefits.
Third question. What is basic training and where will it be done?
Basic training. That's the start of everyone's career in the United States Army. 9 weeks and 4 days of intense training that is achievable for anybody. Now, I came in the Army weighing 117 pounds, and if I could do it, anybody could do it. And where you go is going to be determined by the job, MOS, military occupational specialty, that you pick.
All right. Fourth question. Does everyone need to get a head shave?
Well, I'm kind of biased because, as you can see, I am bald. But yes, every male that joins the United States Army will initially get their head shaved. And for the women that join, you do not, but it has to be tied up in a nice, orderly fashion.
All right. And here is the final question. What are some opportunities after the military?
So, opportunities after the military. I mean, it's kind of endless. It's really what you want to achieve. The Army's going to provide you with a lot of different credentials, and if you utilize the military for what it's worth, you will come out with a degree. And with that degree, your resume will be stacked compared to the rest of the job market. You will be more competitive and have a better chance of being selected in some very, very high positions.
All right. Thank you, Sergeant Pasca. Do you have any comments you would like to make?
I'm just very proud of my 50-plus year career. I've met some truly amazing people throughout my time. I've lived in Europe. I've met my wife. Been married for over 10-plus years now. Vacation in Egypt. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy seeing the world. I enjoy learning about culture. Not always reading about it in a textbook in a classroom. I like living it. So if you like adventure and an opportunity to better yourself, the Army is a phenomenal opportunity.
Thank you.
We have the
Alright. And are there any certain minimum enlistment requirement?
The minimum enlistment for active duty is 2 years. We do have the reserve option. That actually is a 6-year stop.
Every soldier initially has to go through. And the training is done at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and one other location I'm trying to think right now on the top of my head I cannot think of.
All right.
You want to do that one again?
No, that's fine.